Julie McKnight, who is the former wife of Brian McKnight, alleges that Brian McKnight, you shouldn't be doing no celebrations of that $8.8 million that was awarded to you against her simply because it's all fraud. It's all fraud. Since you want to talk about fraudulent purchases, let's talk about how your server never served Julie. So how could you be awarded that? Let's talk about. I want to talk about Julie McKnight over here on the Balanced Energy channel, who is also the former wife of Brian McKnight, one last cry singer. This is going to get very, very dirty before it becomes pretty. Mama Bear says, listen, Brian McKnight, stop the cap. Because when things go back to that courthouse, all that parading and releasing videos, all of that will be over. We're going to talk about that over here on the Balanced Energy channel, how Brian McKnight came out with a video last week and he was celebrating his settlement that was awarded to him for $8.8 million. Let's talk about it.
It's been a long journey getting to this day, October 16th, 2025, but we are here in the English countryside, about an hour and a half outside of London, and the verdict is in. We've been quiet, listening to liars continue to lie and keeping to ourselves, living and loving our life, as we said, leaving everything in God's hands and letting our lawyer do the talking. But according to the courts, trying to ruin my name and trying to bring harm to my family in a book filled with lies equals $8.8 million. And this is just the beginning, because anyone and everyone that helped promote these lies will hear from my lawyer in the days to come. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. That from my voicemail is the voice of a liar.
Do not text Miko again. Do not call Miko again. Leilani, if you are also checking these messages, that goes for you as well. I am very serious about this. I am very serious about this. Do not text him, period. Period. Please understand that. And Brian, you know me. You know me. And you know that I mean what I'm saying to you.
So Brian McKnight allegedly had the world thinking that the judge looked over the evidence against his ex-wife and decided that Brian McKnight should be awarded. When word on the streets, it ain't true. And if it's true what Julie McKnight is alleging, that means whatever settlement Brian McKnight was awarded, it should be thrown out. Yep. That's all she got to do. Do the same thing that Diddy did. Diddy still fighting lawsuits. At least this will handle it for you, Julie. And you know what's crazy about all of this, you guys? I think Julie knows that Brian McKnight never really, Brian McKnight never really was in love with you. And he made all those love songs, Still in Love with You. And you know what's crazy about all of this? He never loved you, because I read some things that Brian McKnight said, and Brian McKnight said he was not dedicating not one love song he was singing back then to you. Ooh, say it ain't so, y'all. That man made some beautiful love songs. Brian McKnight was the man to go to back in the early 90s. Like when you wanted to hear some good love music, Brian McKnight knew how to put you in the mood back then. But Brian McKnight wasn't in the mood to sing the love songs that he sung to the public, to his wife. He never dedicated a love song to Julie. And that's why I think he, hate her. Just my opinion, because all the things he's doing to you right now is as if he always wanted to do it. And he never had a reason to do it, but now he has a reason, and it's sad because Brian McKnight, they say you going out bad, bruh, like doing your ex-wife like that. But now Julie, I read a comment, and I don't know how true it is. The comment was like, Julie ain't all the way y'all think she is. She's sneaky and conniving. Bram McKnight took care of her for all those years, and her family brought them houses, brought them cars, and this is the thanks that Bram McKnight get. They said Bram McKnight been holding in this anger for a lot of years, you guys. Bram McKnight can't stand the ground that Julie walks on. If that's true, if Bram McKnight hate her the way the public is saying, Bram McKnight hates her, that mean if you was on fire, Julie, he wouldn't even spit on you if it meant putting you out of that fire. Allegedly. Yeah, I wanted to come on over here on the Balanced Energy channel and talk about how this lawsuit with him and his ex-wife Julie McKnight is about to get very, very ugly. Yeah, and he would love nothing more for you to drop that McKnight. Oh yeah, man, listen, Bram McKnight want her to drop that. I wouldn't be surprised if he go to court for that next. Like, give me back my last name. Remember when I tried to do that to Tina Turner? I wouldn't be surprised, you guys. I'm here to tell you, I won't be surprised if he be like, oh, she's still carrying my last name. She need to go back to her maiden last name, because guess what? She messing up my brand. They think that we still have an attachment. I have a whole new wife. I am a performer. She ain't my wife no more, so why is she still carrying the McKnight name? Because Bram McKnight, I'm starting to believe you were just that petty. And listen, anything he could do to crush her, allegedly, Bram McKnight is out to do it. And they are saying, Bram McKnight, you are just traumatized. You are scorned. You are hurt. And Bram McKnight said, well, if I am hurt, y'all know how the saying go, hurt people, hurt people. How about that? So if I'm hurt, let me hurt you, instead of you should let me love you, allegedly. So what Bram McKnight saying, you guys. Yeah, Julie, you gotta fight fire with fire sometimes. Sometimes you don't need to throw no water on the fire, because it makes the fire bigger. And Bram McKnight, he has a vendetta out for his ex-wife. Allegedly, he hates your guts so much, he came out and said, I never dedicated not one of my love songs to her. When I was with her, I didn't even feel in love. Now, what that tell you? And I am about here.